welcome you in HP today. I think this is the launch event of the April issue of the Today's Software magazine, right? And we have the pleasure to host this in HP today. So a little bit about the logistics. So we're here in HP on the 4th floor. The agenda, we have some copies of the agenda here. We will go through a couple of presentations. I will have the honor to start off with a little presentation just about HP. Not sure if everybody knows actually that HP is in town and what we do here. I thought I'd have a couple of slides about that one. Then we have a couple of presentations, technical presentations. We have 2 pauses in between. This is actually the Romanian version. I cannot really read Romanian. Then I know we have a networking event afterwards. And during the network event, for those of you who are interested, you can also make a small tour around the site. It's 2 levels here. I'm really fond of the site. I quite like it. So if you would like to take a look, we can do that later on. And we have snacks provided out there. So during the break, you can have some snacks. If you need to use the restroom, it's on the other side here. So you get out of here on the other side. Then we have 2 restrooms. That should hopefully be enough in terms of logistics. So I'm Achim Kaemmler. I'm the site manager here. And this is beautiful Cluj-Napoca, I guess, as you see. I'm not Romanian, that's also the reason why I don't do the talk in Romanian, I'm German actually. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about HP Software. I guess you all know HP, it's a big company. In HP we have about 4 businesses. What many people do not know that actually HP Software, when you just look at the software business, it's actually the 6th largest software company. And that doesn't count the HPX that we do and the drivers for all our software in the printers and in the computers and everything. So just this entity, HP Software, quite big already. So several thousand people around the world. Strikingly enough, 94% of the Fortune 100 companies are actually using our products. I don't think that's very common knowledge in the market. And we as HP Software, we develop roughly 110 software products, mainly for enterprise customers, so quite big customers, again 94% of the Fortune 100. And 4 of them are actually developed in Cluj. So we don't do outsourcing here or offshoring, but we really develop products that we will sell, that we are selling to the end market worldwide to our end customers. Just to give you a little glimpse about the R&D sides of HP Software, we are really a truly worldwide enterprise here. So we have a big site in Yeohud, again thousands of people, and we have a big one in Bangalore, another big one in Shanghai, China, still a fairly new one. In Sunnyvale, US, we have a lot of people. For Collins in the US, in Colorado, in Döbling in Germany, this is actually where I'm from, and I started out 20 years ago, HP old timer. And then Cluj is actually the next one in terms of size. I think we have almost overtaken the one in Germany. We are now about 150 people, and then also we have one fairly close here in Prague in the Czech Republic. So truly global and quite big. Now, zooming in a little bit on the site here in Cluj, I've already talked about that. We have 2 floors here. This is the Maestro Business Center. You all know that it's downtown. We were established here 2007, and just 2 months ago we had our 6-year anniversary. So we started out small as everything, and then we grew quite a bit in 6 years from about 2 people to 150. I think it's not too bad. This slide says 140. It depends on how you count. Highly motivated young software engineers. Some of them are actually in the room. And we, as I have already mentioned, we focus on developing enterprise products. So one of the products you will learn quite a bit about today, Lucian Trifudan is in the room, and he will make a presentation about SA, so automation. So you will hopefully have quite some understanding about that product afterwards. In the last issue of Today's Software magazine, we already posted an article about UCMDB. So that's another product that we do here. Then we have operations orchestration, quite a sizable team here, where we do a lot of R&D work, R&D, research and development, for those of you who don't know. And then last but not least, last product that we do here is HP Live Network. So those are the 4 products here. And if you are a frequent reader of the software magazine, I can promise you will see more articles from us in the magazine that tells you a little bit more about the products and what we do here. And then last but not least, we also have customer support here on site, about 20 people. It's not first level support, it's more like third level support. So lots of R&D people, specialized people around software products. Okay, and then in terms of how do we do this, the development here? What kind of software do we do? As I said already, it's product development. It's not outsourcing. We really own the full life cycle of the product development, starting from the first feature ideas or requirements from customers, then making an architecture, designs, write the code, test the code, and then finally release it, burn it on a DVD, and ship it. Products are sold worldwide, really important. Our customers are worldwide, big customers. So, that guarantees for quite a bit of stress. I guess, as you all know, software developers, software unfortunately is never perfect. So sometimes our customers find some bugs, and then sometimes it gets quite interesting here when we are on the phone with customers around the world. But it's also quite interesting. In terms of what we provide here for jobs, HP, pretty big company. We are a pretty stable company here in Cluj. We have grown steadily, and we want to continue to grow. So I would say, we provide pretty safe jobs here. And actually, if you outgrow the Cluj site, you can go anywhere in the world. We had several locations here where people were, hunted by other countries, mostly United States, and some people even outgrew into other countries here. So that's possible. And then in HP, I guess, like in many other companies, you can have a career either on the management path or also on the technical path. So we call it kind of dual ladder. And then you can also earn a lot of money and be a very special person if you just do technical stuff. Like senior fellows, we maybe have 3 in the whole company, and they report almost directly to the CEO. So, we support these things as well. Here in Cluj, it's also very important that we focus a lot on trainings. As HP is a big company, we have 10,000s of trainings literally in our system. Those are online trainings that you can take, but also, of course, we do instructor-led trainings and things like that. So we believe this is important, that we can grow our own people, hire from the outside, more on the junior front, and in that way really grow the company. Okay, in terms of innovation, I think we do understand that innovation is important in software or software products. So, starting in the university front, we have strong relationships to the 2 universities here in Cluj. And then in HP, again, being a big company, we have a lot of innovation initiatives worldwide. We call this internally InnoStream, InnoBlast. We actually are planning an InnoBlast in Cluj later this year, but that's an internal event where we basically present new ideas of employees and see if those ideas are actually so good that we can make new products out of those ideas. So I really look forward to that one. In terms of the HP ecosystem, what we have on a yearly basis is a conference that we call TechCon, where all the best brains basically from all around the world from HP get together, all inventive brains who have submitted some papers on innovations, and then they can discuss around how can we improve those ideas, how can we productize the ideas. Then HP, like other companies, we push a lot that actually people submit patents, and we have a whole support system around that. Then in the software side of the house, and now also the hardware side of the house, we have 2 customer events worldwide now, one in Europe every year, one in the United States every year, where the customers, partners, NHP, people get together and discuss around products and product ideas for the future. So where customers can really learn quite a bit about our products. And then last but not least, here in Cluj, we do a lot of communication sessions. We have parties every now and then. Christmas parties, for example, that's my favorite one. We go out dancing, we're still young enough for that one. Birthday celebrations. We have a games room now. You can also see that upstairs. I just recently bought an Xbox. Why do we do that? Because we do believe that, again, in software, innovation really happens by people talking to each other and rubbing ideas against each other. That's kind of what we do here in HP. Couple of pictures. If you take a tour later on, you will see it for yourself. That's a picture where we do operations orchestration as a product. Here we have some focus booths. So since we all work together on a worldwide basis, quite often it happens that we need to call our colleagues in other countries. So we have like small rooms where we can do that in a more isolated basis. And then last but not least, famous break room. Today it looks a bit differently. We have an Xbox there and a big TV. So sometimes you see people dancing in front of the computer. Okay. Nothing special nowadays, but 10 years ago you would have got all these people crazy. Okay, that's it. I guess I'm pretty much on time. So I would like to invite the next speaker.
Oh, it will be me.
It will be you. Okay, that's easy to do that.
Thank you, Achim, and thanks for hosting this event. I didn't know that we have an English speaker because otherwise I would plan to have all the presentation in English. But from my side, continue to speak in English.
No, I will not say the whole time, so don't bother. Do it like you had planned.
So let's review a little bit our event since last week. We have evenimentului going agile lately. I think a lot of you are present there. Where we talk a lot about the agile. We made this event in collaboration with other projects. And I think you could see a lot of familiar faces there. One interesting presentation was from Gloria Miller, and actually she wrote an article in this issue. It's a review of her book on Agile. Also, I'd like to congratulate Dan Suchi for being the most viewed person on our YouTube channel. And going next, we had the same event in Bucharest. We didn't have so many people there, but we had like 100, let's say. And there we got an interesting presentation from the father of Kanban. And I suggest you to take a look at it on our YouTube channel. It's really interesting and can change your vision about how you can manage your project. Let's go next. We'll have also from Tudor today an invitation by Camp more. And at the end, myself and Marius Morna, my colleague who wrote about the Tureti history, he will launch a new project from TSM. It's a timeline project. Basically, we want to put on a map all the recent history of IT companies from Cluj and maybe from other cities. And in this way, if company will submit the growing pair, like the number of employees, projects, and so on, we put all in a big timeline so we could see, let's say, what was in IT in 2006, for example, or stuff like this, or which company was at that moment on the market. Okay, and we have Marius Mochan who will talk about Startup Live, another event for growing up ideas. And that's mainly it. Let me switch to the presentation. So in the beginning we have a little bit of introduction, and we have a description of the IT cluster from Alexander Dulai. He's the president of this initiative in Cluj, and a lot of companies are trying to be part of this effort. We'll continue with the enterprise application development from PHP. And reading the article, I think it's really interesting to know what software is made here in Cluj, and I think that's really helpful. Probably can help you to choose at some point. Then we have IT Camp, Tudor, from Small Footprint. We have a really interesting article from Radulab. I don't know if Rab is here. Then Startup Live, Marius, Anton. she will actually launch a small contest regarding the Superman syndrome and time management. We'll continue with the aspect-oriented programming editor from Andreas. And then we'll have a Skype presentation from Gloria Miller. Then we will have Christina Abdone. I don't know if she will come. Okay. And yeah, NoSQL data. We'll have a series of 3 articles in each issue, and we'll have a nice presentation from Brian. And I don't know if all speakers are here. Yes. And yeah, we'll end. I hope you will stay until the end to see our idea regarding the timeline project. Okay, let's start. So, Alexander, you start. Yeah, and yeah, of course, we like to say no. Okay, so we have a presentation.
Yes. My name is Alexandru Tulai, and I'm the president of the Director Council of what is called Push IT, Push IT Innovation Cluster. Maybe you heard some noise on this topic in the last month. I will try to make things more clear briefly. If you allow it. So, a short presentation of our cluster and our main goals. The cluster is a business structure, an open business structure that has a pretty different business model. Considering the business models, IT business models we are used to. We have to consider that most part of the IT companies in Cluj are in fact outsourcers. I hope we agree on that. What we aim is to change the focus from selling, we can call them IT services, it's IT force, and switching to sell intellectual property. This means solutions, products, because I know you are very strong in maths. The outsourcing business is a linear one. You can sell, if you are lucky, all the people you hire. If you want to double the turnover, you have to double the headcount. Are we okay with that? Doubling the headcount, the problems grow not at double, but something more. And it's also a physical limitation. Even if universities in Cluj are producing yearly more than 1,000 IT graduates, I wanted to say specialists, but yes, I understand you understood me.
it's not enough. And what I became too long in my disclosures, so I will come back to the subject.
If you want, you can switch in Romanian.
Sorry?
We can switch.
De asta, venit să întreb dacă mai e cineva care vorbește engleză. Să continuăm. Deci, așa.
Business modelul presupune o focalizare pe proiecte mari. Cele mai tari firme din Cluj au o forță de 5, aproape 600 de oameni fiecare, nu mai mult. Evident, sunt prinși în proiecte majoritatea timpului. Dacă vine un proiect mare de 20, 30, 50 de milioane de euro, pentru că sunt proiecte de genul ăsta și le putem accesa, întrebarea cu cine le face. Și atunci, în urma unui demers combinat, care a venit din 3 locuri anul trecut, respectiv o străduință mai veche a ADR-ului, un proiect finanțat să înființeze un cluster, la care cam bătea pasul pe loc. Suferința de care vorbeam mai înainte,